Hello class. Okay, today we're going to be going over a new chapter today, so a new section and new chapters, and I posted the homework and the reading assignments up on Canvas, so please look to Canvas for that information. So we're going to be going over chapter 7, which is Trusses, and please read over sections 7.1 through 7.4. It's got a lot of good information and it should give you a good foundation as to what the upcoming assignments will be talking about and covering. So it's a good read, and pay especially close attention to section number 7.3, and this will kind of give you the nuts and bolts of a support for a truss. So the truss is going to be basically everything we've kind of been learning up to this point in this semester. So the good thing about this chapter is it's not giving us anything new. There's no new concepts to learn about. There's no new forces that we need to include in any of our equations, so that's the good thing. But 7.3 is going to give you, especially this paragraph here, where in this diagram it's kind of giving you the structures that are in tension and that are in compression. So we're still dealing with compression and tension, and generally this paragraph is just telling you that this top member is generally going to be a compression member, especially for a gravity load. So if we have a load that's just pulling down due to gravity, the top is going to be in compression and your bottom is going to be in tension, generally speaking. And then for our vertical members here, these are generally going to be in compression, but from time to time they can be a tension member, but I think the book will cover that once we start getting into more complicated figures. And then of course we have these diagonal supports here, and then these are the only ones that will most likely either be compression or tension, and it'll just probably be dependent upon a couple of different factors. But this is a good read. 7.3 is a good one to reference. On this page here, it's just listing the same equations we've been dealing with all semester. So our x, our y, and our moments. Now this is a typo, so these are both vertical and y, so one of these should be an x. So there's not a whole lot of new information like I mentioned. So I said the nice thing about this chapter is there's no new information. So we're still dealing with free body diagrams. We're still dealing with tension and compression forces. So no new forces to include. And then we're still, to solve our variables, we're still using the same equation. So we're still using the summation of x, summation of y, and of course our moment. And then those will be the equations we're still going to be using. So no new equations to learn in this chapter. Now, for some of you, if you're able to log onto Canvas, I hope you guys are able to see the notes and the notations I may have left on your homeworks. So I was able to grade them and go through them and kind of highlight some of the errors and mistakes. Now, one thing you guys might notice is that some of the homework assignments, especially this last previous one we did on Monday, or even Friday, was that we're starting to substitute some of these equations into one another now. And the only reason why we're doing that is you're going to find out that out of these three equations, the challenge is going to be finding the equation that has the least amount of variables. So out of these 2 out of 3, we might have 2 unknown variables for this equation and this equation, and then if we solve for moments, we might have only 1 variable. So that'll be kind of the clue in some of the homework assignments moving forward, is finding which equation has the least amount of variables, and we'll start with that, and then from there we can start substituting those variables into the other equations, and that should help help finding the variables that we're after. So So please keep that in mind. So probably the clue from here and for this lecture video is out of these three, find which has the least amount of variables, start with that, and then we can work on to the other two if need be. So I'm going to break these videos up into 2 videos for today. So this is just going to be a lecture video, and that's just going over the reading assignments from 7.1 to 7.4. And for the next video, I will give homework examples only, just because due to technology I'm only limited to like 10 minutes per video. So, and I try to keep these as short as possible. So, but like I said, the homework assignments are listed on Canvas, and for the homework examples, go to the next video.